I want to tell you a story about an electrician named Joseph Johnson, but everybody calls him Jojo for short. Back in 2018, Jojo lived in Los Angeles, California. Joe was a very thorough and professional electrician who took pride in his work. He was one of the greats. Now, one particular day in October, Jojo gets a call from Mrs. Jones. She's an elderly lady that lives alone in a quaint old house at the end of Main Street. Her lights had gone out, and she was scared and unsure of what to do. Without hesitation, Joe packs his tools and head over to Mrs. Jones' house. While en route, Joe realized that it's almost time for dinner, and he doesn't want to disappoint his wife Jackie again by being late for dinner. So he puts the pedal to the metal and speeds through traffic on his way to Mrs. Jones' house. Upon arrival, Joe greets Mrs. Jones warmly and assured her that he would fix her lights and that everything would be okay. Joe goes to the basement and inspects the fuse box and sees that the entire wiring system is a bunch of old junk from the 1900s. He's surprised that it's still working at all. So instead of opting for a temporary fix, Joe decides to replace the old wiring with new and safer materials. During his inspection, Joe also notices that Mrs. Jones' house is in need of other repairs. The roof was leaking, the plumbing was leaking, and the garden was overgrown. Joe, knowing that Mrs. Jones was living on a fixed income, decided to take action. He contacted his friends in the roofing, plumbing, and gardening industries, and together they devised a plan to help Mrs. Jones without charging her a dime. Over the next few weeks, Joe and his friends worked tirelessly. They repaired the roof, fixed the plumbing, and transformed the garden into a beautiful oasis. Mrs. Jones was overwhelmed with gratitude. She couldn't believe that people would go out of their way to help her without expecting anything in return. Word of Joe's kindness spread throughout the community. People were inspired by his actions and began to look for ways they could help each other in the neighborhood. This small act of fixing a light had turned into a movement of goodwill and community spirit. One day, a local news station heard about Joe and his friends' efforts and decided to feature their story. During the interview, Joe said, "It's not about the money or the recognition. It's about doing what's right and helping those in need. We all have the power to make a difference, no matter how small." The story of Joe the electrician taught the entire community a valuable lesson: the power of kindness and the impact one person can make. Joe continued to work as an electrician, but his true legacy was the light he brought into the lives of those around him. Moral of the story: true success is measured not by wealth or fame, but by the positive impact we make on others. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, can create ripples of change that spread far and wide. By helping others, we not only brighten their lives, but also illuminate our own.